are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back, baby. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Board. I am your host and producer for the day, Tony Barnes. Still on that assignment, dude. I'm super stoked to have you guys in here on this beautiful, snowy Tuesday morning. Freaking sick, actually. Love it that we finally have some snow. Some decent snowstorms here in Bridgeport. I don't know how everyone else across the country, across the world are doing. But we have a great day of sports to talk about. That being last night, we had some more wild card games here. Pretty crazy, honestly. We have the NHL to recap. We have my frenzy to go over to make sure, let's see what I was right, what I was wrong at. There were some kerfuffles, there were some victories, naturally, ups and downs, strikes and gutters. But obviously, we want to get to the big business right now. We'll talk some more NFL news. We had some Mets hot stove, international, free agency type of deal over there. But obviously, comment off rip. Let's go, Josh B with the heavy. Let's go, baby. Good morning, Tony. Hashtag TCA, hashtag the sports board, hashtag DTV. Good morning, JB. Happy you can be here. But we have so much to get to and so little time here. So let's go right now to the world of the National Football League.
He wants Jefferson, climbs the ladder. Oh, my goodness. Justin Jefferson, the catch of his life.
Burrow fires, intercepted, picked off at a pick six. Mako Fitzpatrick, an absolute ball hawk.
Niners twist up front and get to Tagovailoa. Bosa again. Mahomes escaping on the move, stops, spins, flips it forward for the touchdown.
Stop it.
Aaron Jones. Oh, what a tackle. Quincy Williams with a pile driver.
All right, let's start with game one yesterday, the 4:30 p.m. game. We had the Steelers at the Bills. The Bills defeat the Steelers, send them home packing 31-17. And we know about the storylines coming into this game. Steelers, no quarterback. Tomlin, is he going to retire, take a year off, whatever? Josh Allen, dude. Sean McDermott, is he going to get canned if they don't do well? The Bills have been killing at the end of the rest of the regular season. We have the snowstorm, pay your fans to shovel, which I don't really know how I feel about that, to be honest, because I don't know, man. I mean, $20 an hour. I mean, how many people do you think they hired? And fans, that's cool fan experience, but it should be like, hey, the first 100 fans, you come in, you shovel, you stay for the game for free. And I guess maybe they got some free drinks or free food or whatever, but I don't know. I mean, I think maybe the Buffalo could have done a little bit better job for their fans and that, but that's just me. I'm sure regardless, I would have done it. You're still getting paid to shovel. I mean, your team stadium, that's pretty dope. So anyway, let's get into the game here. As I said, the Bills defeat the Steelers 31-17. Now, this is a pretty crazy game, I guess, from the get-go. I mean, I guess this is kind of what we saw coming. Let's show you how we got here. Let's take the play-by-play. The first few drives, Steelers receive first. Their very first series. Here's 5 plays. Ends in a punt, of course. And the Bills get their first drive going. A lengthy 10-play drive. They establish a running game. They establish the passing game as well. I mean, Josh Allen was absolutely slinging the ball from the get-go. Look, first play of the game, first and 10, first down. Josh Allen's, out of the shotgun. 5-yard pass to Shakir. Again, short passes, but super quick. It seemed like off the get-go, the Steelers defense was just leaving the middle of the field open, honestly, from what I saw. But look at this drive. 2nd and 5 out of the shotgun again. It was Allen to Cook for 4 yards. 3rd and 1, the no huddle. Josh Allen for 1 yard. He picks up the first down right there. 1st and 10 now on Buffalo's 30. Out of the gun here. Allen sings another short pass to Kincaid. But again, Kincaid, maybe a missed tackle, a little bit of who's your father. 20-yard gain right there. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 50. Allen out of the shotgun to Diggs, of course, for 10 yards. And right there, that's the rest of the drive. I don't even think they saw another 3rd down. I mean, that was kind of the pace of the game at that point. That drive ended in a short pass from Allen to Knox for 9 yards for the touchdown. Extra point, obviously good. At this point, it's 7-0. Then we have 2 punts back-to-back series, each from obviously the Steelers and the Bills. And then I think we had a fumble by Pickens. Yeah, it was to George Pickens. So Rudolph incomplete. At first, it was incomplete. Bills challenge. They win the challenge. It was a fumble. They recover, and that ends in a Buffalo touchdown. It's going to be a little bit of a theme here in terms of the Steelers. A couple turnovers, poor ball control. Pretty tough. I see Matt to the 90 saying, you. Josh B saying, Matt, you. Matt to the 90s. Again, Matt to the 90s. Matt to the 90s right there, dude. That's your phone right on the tripod, bud. How sick is that? And Josh also saying that we went 3-0 this week. They went 2-1. Stupid Browns, LOL. If Brian was here, JB, he would be cheesing. He'd be on the table, and he'd all of a sudden he'd see that comment and go, oh, big smile on his face. What did I tell you, Josh? Playoff DTV. Let's go. But anyway, so the Steelers turnover. The Bills, being a great competitive team they are, they hurt the Steelers even more. They put salt in the wound. Again, like middle of the field, like completely open from the Steelers. I don't know what happened to Minka Fitzpatrick. What happened to him, one of the best safeties in the league, and you're absolutely blown it here. That turnover, the very first pass, Allen out of the gun, a deep pass over the middle for 30 yards, Kincaid, touchdown. What is that, dude? So crazy. And of course, let's go again. Back-to-back punts, baby. And then what happens? The theme, back-to-back punts. Steelers with the ball. Turnover. Trying to get something going. You're going to see interception here. Pretty crazy, honestly, by Mason Rudolph. And I believe that right out of bounds at first, challenged the ball, ruling on the field stands. He fumbles. 1st and 10, Buffalo. Bang, dude. Kind of tough there for Mason Rudolph, but again, kind of expected. And then, making them hurt even more so. The Bills get a touchdown on that drive. I think it was courtesy of oh, that's right, dude. This was the Josh Allen. This play was kind of bogus, dude. Because Josh Allen, I mean, I don't know, what were they like on the 50-yard line, whatever? It was like a 3rd and 6 or a 3rd and 8. I could look it up, but I don't even want to right now because I'm just using my memory. What's up? Josh Allen, out of the gun. Maybe it was designed for him just to kind of fake the pass and take off, but he takes off. And he does this thing that quarterbacks have been kind of doing because they're taking advantage, honestly, of how the refs call games now. But he does like this starter step, not even a starter step. He slows down as if I'm going to slide, give myself up. But wait, no, I'm going to speed up, down, run. So like the defense, right? Regardless of who the defense is, Steelers, whatnot. But like when a quarterback does that, like obviously the defender is going to hold up. Because if they hit this quarterback, it's a fucking flag immediately, no questions asked. So that's exactly what happens when Josh goes, oh, I'm going to keep running, and then no one touches him, and he scores a touchdown. That should be not allowed. Not allowed at all, honestly, in my opinion. Either that or quarterbacks should be able to take a fucking hit, like no matter what. Like there's no sliding. Like if you slide, you're not giving yourself up. You're still getting a hit. So like protect yourself because that's bullshit, especially for a quarterback like Josh Allen. Like he's a big dude, plays physical. It's so fucking soft and it really pisses me off. And it really does remind me of one of the reasons why I stopped watching football. I'm only really doing this for Brian, really. No, obviously I enjoy it still, but still, it's like that just really pisses me off. It's so dumb and it ruins the game. And Josh Allen ends up scoring. It's 21-0. Steelers come out, no offense, punt. Buffalo comes out, marches on the field, sells for a field goal. Field goal is blocked. I think it might have been just shanked, honestly. And then finally the Steelers, at this point, second quarter here, they're able to score 5 plays down the field. They can really march down the field. Don't even see a third down. Rudolph to Johnson. That was great. Pickens was great on that drive as well. Warren, too, was running pretty well that drive for the Steelers, but they really couldn't get anything else going. End of the half, we're looking at it. Bills come out. They receive the ball, ends up in a punt, and then we have back-to-back field goals, back-to-back touchdowns. And then at that point, it's 31-17. We're in the fourth quarter. Steelers try to make something out of nothing, turning it over on downs. Bills, another missed field goal. And then at that point, it was kind of the end of the game. Final score 31-17. And taking some things away here, who's the defender? Greg Rousseau, Bills. Greg Rousseau was absolutely killing it. Bills scored enough. I mean, the 64% scoring, 64 scoring. The scoring percentage from the red zone for the Bills in the regular season, 64%. That's 6 in the NFL, and they were killing it in the red zone. Excuse me. Only twice they have to settle for a field goal, which is great right there. The Josh Allen rushing BS, I mentioned that. The Steelers, Rudolph, the interception in the red zone, you can't be doing that. Khalil Shakir was doing really well too for the Bills. He's so quick. He had one touchdown too towards the end of the game, and it was just like a Mika Fitzpatrick just didn't want to tackle him. Again, Mika Fitzpatrick, middle of the field, wide open, and you're missing tackles. Like, that's not good at all. Buffalo played with some great pace, mixing the pace up, going no huddle sometimes, using the huddle, and even when the Steelers scored towards the end of the half, where you're thinking, I guess 21-7, maybe get some momentum towards the end of the half. The Bills, again, just using that pace, keeping their foot in the pedal. Great job there. You want to look at the overall box score here. Final line for Josh Allen, 21 of 30, 203 yards to the air, 3 touchdowns, plus the rushing touchdown, right? No interception, sacked only twice. Like I said, he was absolutely throwing darts. Literally, like slinging it downfield. Like I said, Steelers keeping the middle of the field open, which is obviously, I don't know what they're doing there, but Josh Allen recognizing that, swinging the ball. There was a couple times it was like a tip ball, almost intercepted, wasn't. So you want to be a little cautious if you're Josh Allen, especially with the turnovers, because he's kind of notorious for that. But still a solid line there. 180 yards on the ground as a team, 79 coming from James Cook, over 18 carries. And of course, Josh Allen had 74 himself in that rushing touchdown that I mentioned. Dalton Kincaid had the most reception yards. Wasn't the most targeted. Stephon Diggs obviously was. But Kincaid had 59 yards to Diggs' 52. I mentioned, touchdown from Khalil Shakir. He's just a great secondary option at that, or even a tertiary option at that point. 3 targets, 3 receptions. Latavius Murray with 13 yards. Josh Allen was mixing it up. People were open downfield at different times, which is great. And then of course the turnovers by the Steelers were brutal, dude. I mean, the fumble by Pickens, the interceptions by Rudolph. Rudolph didn't have, I guess, a terrible line. Take away that interception, he was 22 of 39, so not incredibly efficient, but 229 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns. Of course, took a sack for a loss of 11. That was a big sack he took too. It was so stupid. Quarterbacks sometimes are brutal with taking sacks, in the sense where, just throw it away, play to live another down. That's what the saying is. But Jaylen Warren couldn't get much going on the ground. Only 8 carries, but for 38 yards. Najee Harris, 12 carries for 37 yards. So, Buffalo doing a good job in stopping them like that on the ground. And I don't know, man. This was for me, it was kind of expected. This outcome. 31-17, that's nothing too crazy. The Bills didn't play great, I guess. Josh Allen kept it clean, but you're playing the Steelers. Steelers have no offense, and their defense was so shoddy all game. So, I understand the Bills, the talent on the team, the second half of the season, absolutely killing it. The 11-6 record at the end of the season, going on that tear, winning the last 5 games, beating great teams too towards the end of the season. But I don't know, man. It's tough. We'll see. Obviously, we'll talk playoff picture after we recap the other game. But congrats to the Bills, for, I guess, taking care of business, dude. But again, that's exactly what the title says for the sports report. That's exactly how I feel. It's nothing crazy. I'm not whoa, head over heels here. But whatever. Couple comments for our next game here. Josh B saying Brian would be feeling himself like nothing else. Brian Barnaby says, couple things. Playoff DTV. Playoff Baker. Mic drop, dude. Yeah, Baker was on absolute fire, dude. I believe one of 2 quarterbacks for the Bucks to ever have more than 300 yards, passing yards in a postseason game. And the other one was Tom Brady. So think about that, dude. Back to the 90s says, nice. Josh B says double B. Brian B says Josh B. And then they're talking Yankees, Gio Urshela signing imminent to where? You know where, LOL. The Mets, dude? No, I know it doesn't necessarily make sense, but he was always one of my favorite players. Josh B says, I guess, LOL, not a make or break move. That's probably the 3rd time JB has used that saying in talking about Yankees moves. It's not going to make or break us. I forget what other guy he said you guys recently picked up. This move isn't going to make or break us. Well, I mean, a collection of those moves could, JB. Think about that, dude. Death Piece, though. Brian Barnaby, a clubhouse guy. Matthew Gable says, let's go. Matthew Gable says, Anthony. Brian Barnaby says, why do your eyes look like that? Anyway, I'm just trying to think. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think about the Bills here, though? I mean, like in totality here as a game. I mean, yeah, they won, they did well. But I mean, it's not like I don't know. I don't have more confidence in the Bills than I did before. But I guess we'll see. Time will tell. I do think that Josh Allen fake slide to the run, like, come on, guys, that cannot be happening in the NFL. Like, if you go to give yourself up, you make an attempt to give yourself up. And even later in the game, too, like he did slide on the ground, gets hit, and then they throw a flag. And I mean, I guess maybe that's just the nature of the game, but I mean, like, as a defender, what are you supposed to do, dude? Like, it's so stupid. He drew, like, gets the first down, whatever. Brian says Chiefs will stomp them out. I did kind of forget they're playing the Chiefs, but they're playing the Chiefs in Buffalo, right? Mahomes' first playoff game on the road. Think about it, dude. I know Brian, Swift nonsense and all. Oh, gosh, dude. But I guess Taylor Swift nonsense and all. But let's get to our next game now. Shout out to Corey Saccone, by the way. I see you're in the Instagram live, my guy. So let's get to our next game here, which was probably the biggest upset. I think even more so with Dallas, honestly. Eagles fall to the Bucks 9-32. This was an absolutely embarrassment. Just a terrible showing there for the Eagles in such a torrid time, dude. I mean, we know the narrative coming into the playoffs. The locker room troubles between, Hurts and Brown. And then Sirianni kind of getting like, a little bit of a brunt out of it too. I mean, you're the head coach of the team. Like, you kind of control the culture. So what are you setting down for these players to be at such like at their throats over whatever reason, dude? But we want to look at this game in terms of the scoring, but there wasn't much scoring, I guess, at least one side anyway. But the Bucks at the ball first, right? A pretty lengthy first drive for them, 12 plays, just under 5 minutes, ending in a field goal. But again, I mean, obviously the Bucks ended up settling for the field goal. But I mean, you want to look at this drive for really what it was. Baker was coming out hot, I thought. I mean, he was swinging the ball quite well. They were running the ball, with White, a lot, and they were establishing a play action pass. They were establishing their run game. I mean, this was very much like an establishing series here for the first series of the game. And you know what? I talked about it yesterday too with the game from the weekend. I mean, you get playoff times. You're on the road here. There's pressure on you. You know about the locker room troubles. You're warming up for the game, and all of a sudden, it's national anthem. It's the Bucks holding on to the ball for 5 minutes of the first quarter. And then you kind of end up coming to the game cold. And what happens on that next drive for the Eagles? It results in a punt. They were getting absolutely nowhere. Speaking of the Swift nonsense, the Eagles tried to get the ball going with Swift, but it was absolutely fruitless. Ends in the punt, right? And then the next drive comes back. The Bucks, here we go. Baker was hot. He was warmed up. Starting very much so. from the get-go of this. Actually kind of tough. They false start, whatever, 1st and 15, but then Baker out of the gun, deep pass to Moore for 22 yards. The Eagles secondary was just absolutely ferocious yesterday. And we're going to get to it because I feel like, again, like locker room troubles. Maybe you have a team giving up on the leader in Jalen Hurts, giving up on the other leader of the head coach in Sirianni, and then all of a sudden now your secondary, like they're not making tackles. They're not defending well. They're like, it just seemed like this team gave up on the game from the get-go because it was just bad. And then again, like next series, sorry, I didn't tell you, but Moore ends up scoring the touchdown, deep pass, or I think it was a short pass, a lot of yards after the pass, 44 yards. From Philly's 44, they scored. So it's 44-yard touchdown. Eagles come out, try to get something going. I believe it's a 3-and-out. No, they get one first down. Oh wait, no. It was a 3-and-out, dude. Again, like a run up the middle with Swift stopped 3 yards, and then 2 short passes out of the gun with absolutely nothing to do. Incomplete pass to Goddard. And then Watkins, I believe, had 4 yards, whatever. It was 4th and 3. They go for the punt. Again, it's early on. It's 10-0, whatever. But then here comes the Bucs. You give them possession. They were rolling, and they do exactly what they did as their first drive, like a 13-play, just over 5-minute drive, eating a lot of clock. Results in a field goal, yes, but it's the freaking second quarter now. And then the next drive, for the first time in this game, the entire first quarter, the Eagles were not even in the Bucs territory. Took them to the second quarter to finally get there, but they couldn't even get the touchdown. Ended up electing for the field goal. A couple incomplete passes. Hurts is sacked, holding on the ball for too long. Absolutely terrible. But Elliott comes in there for a 47-yard field goal, which is good. So good for them. But I mean, they got the board finally, but it's 13-3 at this point. Bucs get the ball back, settle for another field goal, making it 16-3. Eagles finally get the ball here and have a touchdown drive. 5 plays, 75 yards towards the end of the half here. It really was, I think, a deep pass to Jones, right? At a 2nd and 11. Yeah, for about 15-yard gain. Jones was good. I think he went into concussion protocol at that point, but I believe he came back in the game. And then that ended in a Hurts short pass to Goddard for 5 yards, which is pretty good. Honestly, that was, again, I talk about this play all the time. You're 1st and goal. You have your tight end throw a little chip block. He rolls out with the quarterback down the goal line. I mean, I feel like it's a surefire touchdown almost every time. They do exactly that. 16-9. You're kind of in the game here. There was, a little bit of time left in the first half. Tampa Bay ends up, trying to get something going. They punt, though. It was the ball back. Not enough time, though. But 16-9 at the end of the first half. And now Eagles scored, at the end of the first half there. They get the ball back at the start of the second. And I'm thinking, you know what? This really resembles. I was like, the Eagles, hey, listen, it's 16-9. The Eagles could come back here. It's nothing crazy. I know it's 2-possession game, but, one touchdown, they're in it. One touchdown and a stop that they're in the game. But I'm thinking, you know what? That's exactly what I thought about Dallas in their game against Green Bay. Oh, they scored at the end of the first half. They get the ball back in the second. What did Dallas come out? They came out and they punted it away. And that's exactly what the Eagles did as well. Come out, first drive of the second half is a 3-and-out, getting no momentum. But we have 4 back-to-back punt series here, 2 from either team. And then, of course, an abysmal showing by Jalen Hurts, giving up a safety. I don't know what he was doing. He was 3rd and 6 on the Eagles' own 14-yard line. It's Hurts out of the gun, under pressure, runs backwards, like into the end zone, dude. Like, we're talking, this is basically who's Connecticut's Dan Orlovsky, basically move, honestly. Goes into the end zone, tries to throw it away, gets tackled, intentional grounding, safety, dude. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing, dude? You're trying to get some momentum going for the second half. Bunch of punts to start. Bucs kind of leave the door open a little bit to start the second half, and you fucking blow it with that. 18-9. Bucs get the ball back. What do? What do they do, dude? A 2-play, 62-yard drive, an absolute crazy deep pass to Trey Palmer. I believe he was wide open, a 56-yard reception. I don't think he was touched. It's like, what's this secondary doing, dude? Makes it 25-9. Eagles panicking now. Fourth quarter. Ends up turning it over on downs because they can't get any offense going. Bucks come back, lay on another touchdown. I think this was to Godwin, right? Yeah, this was the Godwin pass, the deep pass over the middle again. Secondary, nowhere to be found. Missing tackles, allowing so many yards after the catch because of missed tackles, giving up touchdowns because of it. At this point, Bucks pile on the points, 32-9. Eagles turnover on downs. Bucks do the same. End of the game, brutal. Absolutely embarrassed. If I'm an Eagles fan, if I'm on the Eagles, I'm embarrassed. Baker Mayfield, like I said, second quarterback ever in Bucks history to have over 300 passing yards in a playoff game. His final line, 22 of 36, 337, 3 throwing touchdowns, averaged 9.4 yards through the air, sacked 4 times still. So it was like under pressure, but he was getting the ball out so quick. The ball was coming out of his hand so fast. It was getting zipped into, like, he was literally like threading needles on defense. Sidearm passes, dude. It was absolutely sick. Jalen Hurts, 25 of 35, 250 through the air, 1 touchdown, sacked 3 times. He was getting into some trouble. They couldn't get anything going on the ground. You mentioned DeAndre Swift. You as an I, 10 carries for 34 yards. Jalen Hurts, not mobile at all, only had 1 carry for 5 yards. Other than that, there was really no plays designed for him to kind of take off. I don't know, man. They kind of came into this game with a very one-dimensional offense, trying to get it through the air. And I mean, Tampa Bay, their secondary defended well. And it's like why wouldn't you just try to put the ball in Hurts' hands and have him run with it? Try to have at least the Tampa Bay Bucks defense guessing, leave a guy around to kind of be a QB spy. Like, no, you didn't really do that at all. Devonta Smith, 8 receptions, 148 yards. Great for him. Julio Jones had a couple big plays. Like I said, he was out for a little bit, the concussion protocol. Dallas Goedert with the only receiving touchdown. And it was tough, dude. It was really tough. Tampa Bay, completely clean. Excuse me. No turnovers, I should say. Their rushing game was established early with Rashad White. Baker rushed a couple times too. You had Chase Edmonds getting some touches as well, but they had 120 yards on the ground. That was great. Kate Otten targeted 11 times, 8 receptions, 89 yards. Of course, that the deep pass to David Moore, the big pass to Trey Palmer, Chris Godwin too with that short touchdown pass. I mean, kind of crazy, dude, that the Bucks came in here and just so emphatically destroyed the Eagles, just totally dismantled their team. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Eagles just couldn't get anything going offensively. It seemed like Sirianni had a terrible play calling, and their defense just gave up. It's got to be the locker room woes. I'm telling you right now. I mean, it's so crazy. That hurts safety, right? What else did I have written down? Oh yeah, I think there was one of the turnover on downs late in the fourth quarter. It was a 4th and 5 on I don't know, the Bucks' own maybe 30. And Sirianni on 4th and 5 that goes for a deep pass to the end zone on an ISO, a one-on-one, tries to go for a 50-50 ball, and obviously doesn't work. And it's that's so odd. I don't know, maybe you try to be kind of cute and be, they think we're going to be playing for the first down marker, but we're going to play for the end zone. But it was this guy was covered. What are we doing? Turnover on downs. Bad play calling. The Godwin touchdown at the end. I mean, I think that was just wide open. Secondary, nowhere to be found. I mean, the secondary absolutely blew it. The defense blew it for the Eagles here. And this is an Eagles team that we've seen defend better teams, better than defended the Bucks. I understand the Bucks. They have some solid guys on defense, but I mean, good God, 9 points, bud. Didn't score in the second half at all. What are we doing? Tough, dude. I mean, I'm happy. Third down efficiency for the Eagles. 0 for 9 on third down. 0 for 9, dude. Let's get to some comments here. I know I saw some comments, dude. Matthew Gabriel says Eagles so crazy. Good for your boy Baker, Tony. That's right, dude. And Brian thinking the Chiefs will stop Matt. Well, we'll fucking see, dude. I don't know. I mean, think of the Bills. I don't know. They're not playing. They're playing the Niners. Who the hell are they playing? Playing the Lions, right? Yeah, they're playing the Lions. So that's going to be our next thing. We'll be talking about a little early playoff picture here for the divisional round matchups. Let me open the tab. Yeah, I was right. Bucks play the Lions. We have Texans at Ravens on Saturday, the 20th. 4:30 game is Texans at Ravens. That's going to be such a crazy, obviously now with divisional rounds, these teams had buys. They're a little fresher, but I mean, I think this game is going to be tight. Just looking at this right now, Baltimore's -9, over under at 45.5. I mean, give me the over. Absolutely. I think Texans win this one by, honestly, maybe a touchdown or more. I don't know. I just think that the Ravens right now, I understand the Texans. I don't know. The Texans and the Browns obviously are nowhere near what the Ravens are, which is kind of ironic that I suppose that CJ Stroud had to go through Joe Flacco, and then he has to go through the Ravens next, which is a little funny to me. But Nico Collins is an absolute dog, and so is CJ Stroud, and we know what Singletary has been doing for Houston. But I just think the fact that the Ravens had the bye week, I mean, that kind of hurts them. Don't you think that the Texans are absolutely humming, dude? I would say a 1-touchdown game, maybe Texans fourth quarter, 2-minute drill, score, walk away winners sort of deal. And then also on Saturday, we have the Packers at the Niners. Again, this is another game where I'm like, the Packers, the wild card, the underdog beat Dallas. They have all the momentum in the world right now. And the Niners, you never know with Purdy. I understand it's like he's great, obviously. The talent on the Niners certainly outweighs the Packers. San Francisco's at -10. I would say maybe Niners win this one within a field goal. I think it's going to be a tight game because I think Jordan Love has that momentum. And then, of course, we'll move to Sunday, and we'll break these down furthermore. But Bucks at Lions, give me the Bucks any day. Baker, man. I mean, it's going to be different. Dan Campbell, I know the culture. It's literally, you're talking two opposite teams right now that you're versing as the Bucks, and Eagles, who were an absolute dumpster fire because of their locker room troubles. Now you go to the Lions, where they absolutely love Campbell, and the team seems pretty tight. But the Bucks look so good. Baker looked great. I mean, I think it's going to be like the Lions, as if like they were rematching the Rams, like how close that game would be. But I would say give me the Bucks right now, 3:00 on Sunday, and then the 6:30 game on Sunday. You have Chiefs at Bills. My asshole, the Chiefs are going to win. Their offense fucking sucks. I don't want to hear it. I'm honestly a little surprised at Brian that he really buys into the tomfoolery in Kansas City. The broken helmet, the face mask, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. Brian loves it secretly. He does. He loves it. He loves Taylor Swift. Probably listens to it right now on the beach in Cabo. Give me the Bills, dude. Bills -2.5 right now. Over under the 45.5. That's right, Brian. You hear me? But that's just me, dude. And that's basically it. Oh, wait, actually, no. We do have some NFL news. Some trouble over there for the Giants, dude. An article was posted, I guess, about Brian Dable, their head coach. And this is pretty interesting. Josh B loves it, dude. Josh B is a man of tomfoolery. It's his middle name. But it's tough to hear this. I mean, again, it sucks. It really sucks. And the Giants, I think, need to get Dable out of there. But basically, articles reporting that Dable is an extremely hard man to work with, that he basically blames everyone else besides himself, doesn't really offer solutions. And that was a big reason why Wink left, is because of how many times that Dable just roasts them, and he gets personal. And I guess one that stood out was Dable like blaming the defense specifically for their loss against the collapse against the Jets, and then they almost were about to losing to the Commanders. Dable was blaming Wink, and it just seems like at any point, Dable blames anyone else besides himself. And I mean, what kind of leader is that, dude? And it's just like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just special. Sometimes I think to myself that I'm crazy, dude. Just because of how could you're a leader, you have to take accountability. Like, you're the guy. And also it's like, who the fuck cares whose fault it is? Like, just get it fixed and win the next game. Dable's a piece of shit. You can tell, the fat fuck. Look at his stupid head, dude. You can tell he's an asshole. I can't believe he's even married. His wife probably hates him, dude. Talking about getting personal, bud. So I don't know. If I'm the Giants right now, Dable gone. Waste of fucking bring in. I don't even care. It doesn't matter. Bring in Pete Carroll. Try to see if Daniel Jones can do anything, and if not, leave Daniel Jones. Maybe Pete Carroll stick around. Bring in Mike Vrabel, actually, or you can do that. Bring in Mike Vrabel and just totally clean house, new QB. Have Vrabel like try to toodle some guy. Because I mean, when you think about it, I mean, you know, Vrabel obviously last few seasons not great, but he had that one great season a couple years ago with Tannehill. What was it, like 11, 12 win season. When Derrick Henry was in his prime, you know, Vrabel can handle running backs. Saquon, know how to use him. Like, come on, dude. Like, I think it'd be really stupid if Dable's still the head coach after this fucking article comes out. I mean, that's an absolute dumpster fire. Now, what coordinator is going to want to go to New York? And I'd be really curious to see what the players think. Are the players behind him? Doubt it at that point. So Giants kind of in big trouble there. God, it's so like, I mean, I understand like that I don't understand, but it's like I've been in locker rooms, I've been in teams, and it's, you know, it's all about perspective. It doesn't matter if you're in the NFL or if you're in the fucking little league. You take it as seriously as you want, and if you take it as serious, I can take my beer league. I can take as seriously as the Super Bowl for the Eagles, you know. And it's like at the end of the day, like these are professional players getting paid tens, hundreds of millions of dollars, basically, on top of that, which would even be more so why they should be acting professional. But I understand tensions are high, but it's like, how do you not just be logical and a little bit more level-headed? I understand no one likes to admit that they're wrong. No one likes to be wrong. I mean, I don't know, dude. You're a head coach. You're a face of, and then what? And then what? And then an article gets published like this, and you're fucked, dude. Like you should get fired. I'm sorry. You should be out, dude. I don't care who you are, what you've done in the past, who you know, what your contract is. Like, you're an absolute locker room cancer. And I don't care what talent you have on the team at that point. We've seen it in teams around any sport, really. If there's locker room issues, especially starting with the head coach. I mean, like Josh B says, bad look. If it is true, do you not think it's true, Josh? Because again, it kind of seems like it is. And if it's not, that's even worse. Then Wink is just lying. But anyway, pretty crazy, I guess, wild card round. I mean, when you want to really look at this for face value, I'm just looking at these games and these scores. I mean, I guess like the Packers game. I mean, no, the Packers game wasn't really fun to watch because the Packers were in control the entire time, and it was just sad that the Cowboys sucked. Steelers game again wasn't fun to watch. Bucks game wasn't fun. It was exciting, I guess you could say, because Eagles, it was an upset. Same thing with the Cowboys. The Rams game was fun to watch because that was a 1-point game in the end there. That was sick. Chiefs game was not fun to watch. It was low scoring, and the Dolphins sucked, and the Chiefs sucked, and Taylor Swift was 80% of what I saw. And then also even the Browns game. Texans, I mean, the first half maybe was okay. It was a little bit of a tease, and the Texans pull away. Browns don't score in the second half. Kind of like piss poor rounds here. That's why I think, like, I don't know. Who knows, dude? Texans get absolutely destroyed next round against the Ravens because they played the Browns. It's up. We'll, you know, do some more research. We'll get some more analytics. Our analytics department is on it, dude. So, you know, obviously Friday, the frenzy. No Brian, just Tony. And then, of course, you know, just the look ahead, dude. Sportsport Sunday is going to be sick with those games. That's for sure. Horseshoe, what's up? Josh B saying some people will say anything to make themselves look good, like you said. What do the players say? Yeah, that is true. I mean, I would be. It would be interesting to see who the players do back. And it sucks that they kind of have to take a side, I guess. But again, you would imagine ownership would be aware of this, right? I don't know. It's so weird sometimes. Like owners sometimes are more unprofessional than anyone else. I mean, we obviously know Robert Kraft about unprofessional, but they just get like their teeth synced into like a head coach where, oh, I like this guy. Like, you know, him and I drink on the weekends, whatever. Like he's marrying my daughter or whatever it is, dude. It's like so weird. And it destroys franchises, dude. I don't like it. But nonetheless, I think that's it for NFL. No more really news. Oh, I guess Jason Kelsey, right? He's retiring from the Eagles. That is a little sad. You see him after the game, definitely kind of disappointed. And obviously how the game ended, but also the season. But he was kind of on like a, he's old, offensive lineman. He's going to be probably a Hall of Famer. Great career, tremendous talent. So good for him. He's got a great life. He's going to go into retirement and be a great guy, probably. Kids, husband, podcasting, Kelsey brothers, his career. Who knows? Commentating. They can certainly use some help on the fucking Thursday night Amazon broadcast. Jesus criminy, dude. That's enough for football. Josh Bree says top podcast. Yeah, the podcast, the Kelsey brothers, the singing. But let's go now to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner! That's the middle break. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, drink Washington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn, side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pastrnak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
The Golden Knights, dude. Speaking of which, they won last night. I don't know what it is about them and me, but by God, do I feel like I hit the nail on the head every time with them. It's like they win and then take the under. Oh no, I lost my spot. The Monday games right here. Yes, they win and take the under. Golden Knights win 4-1 over the Predators. Great scoring by the Golden Knights, and then great goaltending as well, obviously. Only giving up one goal in the second period. But let's go down, my frenzy, I believe. Let's see what we had here. I think I had the Sabres and the under. Sabres beat the Sharks 3-0. I did have the Devils and the under, but the Bruins shut them out 3-0. I think I had the Panthers and the over as well. Ducks win this one in overtime 5-4. So the over hit, Panthers no. I had the Blue Jackets in the over yesterday, I believe. Blue Jackets beat the Canucks in overtime 4-3. That one I'm like specifically proud of. Just because they were a heavy dog. Not a heavy dog, but still they were a dog at home. So, think about that, dude. Of course, the Penguins, like I said, took care of business. Penguins in the under against the Kraken. Blew it with the Canes in the over. Kings beat the Canes 5-2. I really shouldn't. Remember how I was saying how Pierre-Luc Dubois has been a terrible bottom six forward for the Kings. He had a goal and assist last night, and what do you know? They won. So hopefully Pierre-Luc Dubois can keep it up. He must have been hearing me. He must listen to the Sports Port. Philip Denault for LA also had a goal and 2 assists. So good for them, dude. Good for them for edging out that victory. That the Kings, Brian, always bashing the Kings, probably just because I root for them. Because I think they're a good team. And here we go. Defeating the Hurricanes. Who got blown out by the Hurricanes recently? The Rangers. Think about it. Kings, good team. Could pull it together. If their bottom six does well. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Another game where I think I may have chose the under. I kind of don't remember, but I definitely picked the Wild in an abysmal loss, being the Islanders. Sorry, the Wild to have a great win. The Islanders have an abysmal loss. That's exactly what happened. Marc-Andre Fleury, I believe, got his 572nd victory as a goaltender, which he surpassed Patrick Waugh as the second most winning all-time goalie in the NHL, which is great. So that's awesome. And I mentioned the Knights. Avalanche did fold the Canadiens. That was a big, obviously, kerfuffle for me because obviously I'm like, oh, give me the Avs. But the Canadiens, I don't know what that's about, dude. The Avs letting up 4 goals. I understand, again, Suzuki's good. Caulfield's good. But good God, on paper, these two teams shouldn't even be close. Georgiev having a tough game, maybe 30 saves of 34 shots, 82 save percentage. I don't know, man. And the Flyers taking care of business. I know I was kind of on the fence about it yesterday on TikTok Live with Tim, but I did say during the show, give me Torts upsetting the Blues on the road here. And they did 4-2. So great job by me. Pretty good in the picks. Great job all around. Josh B says Luc Dubois. The name. That's right. Pierre-Luc Dubois. I don't know if I still have that. No, I have
Jean Sebastian Jager.
the band TikTok. Josh says, yeah, dude, that is so beat. And I wish TikTok was right in front of me right now because, I mean, good God, dude, the amount of like bullshit that's on that app. And I understand maybe like, monitoring things live is a little bit differently, but I mean, there are like, like men and women who run their OnlyFans on TikTok, and it's like they're like half naked, shaking their ass, like doing weird stuff. And, we're just sitting over here joking around, harmful. And we get banned. So it's kind of tough, dude. I think Michael appeal failure, banned for the week. And it's like, what the hell is that about? Like that should be bogus. There should be like a phone call, hotline. I might just start reporting people on TikTok left and right. Everyone, dude. Everyone goes down. We're going to put the system on trial. Josh, we got a good kick out of that. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, dude, the OnlyFans people, they're disgusting. Oh God, dude, pisses me off, dude. But that was our games from last night. And now, of course, we have games tonight, right? Let's see how many games we have tonight. Because I think we have enough for a frenzy. I could be wrong. But before we get to that, let's see. That's because the bans are determined by AI, he says. Scary. Are they actually? Is it an AI like that module? I was thinking I saw Renee about it. I was like, did someone maybe someone reported us that was in the live, which is possible. You would think that if it was reported by, I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. The AI thing, which is such horseshit. Like, I guess there's just like keywords. Josh B confirms. Yes, it is. Oh God, dude. But nonetheless, dude, you gotta press on. Here we go. I mean, we're still streaming on every other platform, so like let's fucking go. How about that? A fucking I, Josh B. That's exactly what I stand against. Actually, I don't want artificial intelligence. I want natural intelligence, which is really hard to find nowadays. Anyway, man, my stomach's rumbling right now, but. I mean, I think there's enough games. I'm here alone, so I'm in control anyway. So let's fucking go. NHL Frenzy, baby. Let's go. Back-to-back days, Frenzy. I don't give a shit, dude. We're getting here. NHL scores. We have plenty of games here on this Tuesday, January 16th. I love it, dude. Back-to-back days with games in the double digits. Fuck the NBA. NFL is over right now. It's the week of the NHL, and we're starting the Avs on the back-to-back. They're doing their Canadian tour. They went from Montreal, and then they're going across the other side of Canada, where they're in Ottawa. They're playing the Senators. I don't give a fuck, honestly. I know I took the Avs yesterday. They bit me in the ass. Give me the Avs and the over, okay? Colorado minus 120 on the road, but I think Georgiev maybe gets a little step down, take a break. I'm not even sure who the backup is for Colorado off the top of the dome, but I think Nathan McKinnon, Nishushkin, Kale McCarr, all these guys contributing on offense. The Senators dead in the water. Give me the Avs here. They win 4-1. Next game up, and we'll get maybe a little more in depth later, but the Rangers in the Garden, in the snow, bringing in the Kraken. Kraken can't handle snow. Everyone knows that, dude. Seattle plus 175 here on the road. Rangers obviously the favorites at the Garden at minus 210. The Rangers off the schneid. The 4-game skid is over. Panarin is in it. Zibanejad's back full strength. Kako back full strength. Igor Shesterkin looking like he should, baby. Give me some heavy defense, knocking the Kraken down in the depths of the water. The Kraken sneaky 9-game win streak. That's bullshit. They were 10-15 a week ago. They go on a 9-game run. They're 19-15 now. People think, whoa, no. Stop it. They lost a few nights ago. They're going to get absolutely fucking pummeled by the Rangers. Give me Panarin with the Hattie. Zibanejad with 3 assists. Let's fucking go. Kraken lose. Rangers win 5-1. Why the fuck not? And then 5-0. Give me Igor shutout. Shut up. Let's go. Next game here. Still 7 o'clock. We're in Washington. It's the Ducks on the back-to-back. The Capitals coming off a win-loss against the Rangers here, but they're at home hosting the Ducks. This is tough here. God, give me the Ducks in the road. They're plus 165. They're plus money, dude. Coming off the overtime victory last night. I know the tired legs. Adam Henrique's the old man. But the Caps, they suck, dude. I don't give a shit. Give me the Ducks here. Frankie Cutlets. Give me the hat trick. I feel like Brian. Hat tricks all fucking day left and right. Next game, the Kings in the back-to-back. I'm sorry. I know I should not have went against the Kings last night, but I will go against them tonight on the back-to-back. LA plus 150 on the road. The Stars are good here. Give me the Stars. There's no way in hell Pierre-Luc Dubois is getting goals back-to-back games. Fuck you. Maybe he figures out. But give me the Stars here. They win 3-2. Bang. Next game here. The Jets. The Islanders on the back-to-back. We're pushing it to 8 o'clock now because we're going Canadian West Coast here as the Jets are hosting the Islanders. I think the Jets absolutely pummel the Islanders. Again, Islanders on the back-to-back. Jets coming off pretty hot right now. Connor Hellebuck, Mark Scheifele, Kyle Connors, of course, as well. Islanders dead in the water. I don't want to hear what's his name with the fucking assists, dude. I can't think of the defenseman for some reason. Corey's going to kill me. Doesn't even matter right now. Can't even think. Matt Barzal, too. You suck. Disappointing, I think. Give me the Jets. I wouldn't say shut out, but they win 4-2. Next game here, 8:30 p.m. Connor Bedard back on the ice. I believe he's starting. San Jose plus 150 on the road. Sharks on the back. All these teams on the fucking back-to-back. Absolutely ridiculous, dude. But the Blackhawks, Bedard, the broken jaw, the surgery, back in the game. The hockey players. Give the Blackhawks, Bedard hat trick. They win 3-0. Sharks lose back-to-back shutouts. Let's fucking go. Next game. We're here at 9 o'clock now. It is getting late, and we're back in Canada. Calgary hosting the Coyotes. Oh, man. Brian Barnaby. I'll take another page out of his book. From the hat tricks to the Coyotes' victories. I don't give a shit. Kadri and Huberdeau, you suck. Calgary sucks. The Coyotes, Clayton Keller, Vejmelka, doesn't matter. Coyotes win this game. They edge out the Flames 2-1. Next game here. Fucking lightheaded right now. This is the battle for Canada. We're here in Edmonton. It's Toronto at Edmonton. It's 9 o'clock. It's hockey night in Canada, dude. Toronto here on the road, plus 130. Of course, Edmonton at home, minus 150. Give me Toronto in the plus money. I'm not taking this page out of Brian's book. Edmonton sucks. Give me Toronto. I know I'm hot hard on Toronto. Hot hard on Toronto. They suck. Dumpster fire. But I'm telling you right now, Austin Matthews, dude. Give me Wall. Stuart Skinner sucks. Oilers down the toilet, dude. Maple Leafs win in overtime, 3-2. That is your frenzy for hockey right there. Oh, my God, dude. I can't handle it right now, dude. But we're gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I said some crazy things right there that I believe. I also have to check daily face-off for the goaltenders. Let's see the comments. Josh B. hype with a frenzy. Let's go. He says the Chell. Let's fucking go Rangers. That's right. He goes, ha 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 ha. Who are you telling to? Shut up. That's a good question because there's no one else here. Oprah hat tricks. That's right, dude. Brian Barnaby hot with the hat tricks. The Cabo Wabo hat tricks, dude. Absolutely love it. So let's take a deep breath. Let's regroup. Let's visit the Rangers, obviously, first. I mean, you'll get to what the Kraken are giving out there. I mentioned the 9-game win streak. I think that they're fraudulent. Look at this 9-game win streak. I know it was impressive. Shutting out the Golden Knights. Excuse me. Starting it off with beating the Kings. But look at these teams. They still beat the Flyers. Good. Yes. The Flames. Good. The Ducks can be good. But these teams are 50-50. They're inconsistent so far this season. And you're thinking those victories 2-1, 2-1, 3-2, 2-1 in the Kings, shut out the Golden Knights. That was seriously like, whoa. But then 4-1 against the Senators, all right. 5-2 against the Sabres, all right. 4-1 against the Capitals, 7-4 against Blue Jackets, all right. And then they got shut out yesterday, 3-0. And who called that? I called that. So give me another shot. Back-to-back shutouts for the Kraken here. In terms of receiving the shutouts, Rangers emphatic 5-0. Igor, shutout, killing it. Yes. Josh B says, I'm sending you that bite. Oh, sorry, I couldn't see there's a heart over here. I'm sending you that bite later. Hilarious, dude. I hope so. I'll use it, Josh, and I appreciate that help. That's huge. So yeah, I think the Rangers. I mean, we said it. Daily face-off. We also said it. The daily face-offs, dude. Let's see. I just don't want to screw up my tabs here. I have tabs very carefully aligned. Starting goaltenders here. So let's go down it. Charlie Lindgren perhaps for the Capitals again. Really, dude. Interesting. Avalanche will have Justice Annunen. Sorry, boys. Mads Sogard, the backup for the Senators. He's likely. Kraken have Chris Dreiger. So they're backup against Igor. That's interesting. Islanders, nothing's confirmed yet. Same thing. Kings should have Talbot. Sharks, Blackwood. Stop it, dude. Maple Leafs, Martin Jones, unconfirmed right now. Martin Jones, I believe, leads the league in shutout percentage. Not shutout percentage. Save percentage? Or maybe it's just saves. Either or. Martin Jones, how the hell are you? Stuart Skinner, blow me. And of course, Coyotes, Connor Ingram. That's right. That's their backup tender I couldn't think of. And I still can't think of the defender on the Islanders. It's like on the tip of my tongue, teeth in the lips. I'll think of it, dude. And then Markstrom for the Coyotes. Dobbs. No, it's not Dobbs. Dobson? Fuck, dude. I'm just gonna have to look at it, dude. I'm gonna be so tight when I see it and when I hear it. I'm gonna freaking want to punch someone in the face. Let's see. Isn't it Dobbs? It's Dobson. Noah Dobson. I said it before I looked it up. I said it before it loaded the page. 37 assists, pretty good. Would I say the Islanders are going to get shut out again by the Jets? Let's see how the Jets have been doing their past few games here. They just got shut out by Philly a couple nights ago, but of course the Islanders just absolute dumpster fire. So how could they win the back-to-back? No freaking shot, dude. Derek Ho's corner 2013. All right, Derek Ho, if you're still in here, like, what's the deal, bud? Call in. It's just me and you. It's not Brian. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna yell at you. Just want to know what's your deal, bud. Why the high there every time? What do you got? Give me something on the Rangers. Give me something on the football. You got to be watching sports. Give me something on anything. What'd you have for breakfast this morning? Just want to connect with the audience, dude. That's all I ever really wanted. But that's basically your hockey frenzy. Oh, wow, the hockey frenzy is still going on, by the way. Damn, dude. So that's your hockey right there. Rangers, let's go. Josh B says, Tony, I'm dying. Thanks, Josh. JB. JB, I know, would tell me what he had for breakfast in a heartbeat, dude. I had breakfast for dinner last night, JB, and oh my gosh, that's so good. I still had some Staten Island bagels in the freezer. And I really don't care what anyone says. And this goes for you too, JB. No offense. The Jersey bagels are fine. But there is nothing like a bagel from Staten Island. The taste is second to none. And then I finally figured out, JB, you probably like this too. I finally figured out how to properly cook eggs on my cast iron pan, because I was always having an issue, trying to cook them on cast iron and the eggs getting stuck to the pan. And I guess maybe finally I've let season finally set into the cast iron pan, which I mean, I feel like it was seasoned. It's been seasoned, but I drop in a little oil. And I think what my key has been for, because normally when I make scrambled eggs in a regular pan, stainless steel, whatever, so you drop the scrambled eggs in there and you're constantly, you're getting the Rubbermaid spatula and you're moving and you're moving and you're moving. And I feel like sometimes if you want to make nice, creamy, not too dry eggs. And I feel like sometimes it screws me up in the cast iron because it starts to get sticky. So I, past couple of times, have just thrown the eggs onto my cast iron pan, let them sit and let them kind of, I guess, like sear the bottom a little bit and cook. So then it cooks off the pan. So then I scoop it and move it and it can move and it's like all good. And actually what I've been doing too, because I guess I've used butter on the cast iron pan, like I do in any other pan for making eggs, like anyone does in the world. A little olive oil, just a little dash of olive oil. And I've even, like last night, I went crazy. I did over easy eggs in the pan, in the cast iron pan, and same deal, dude. A little olive oil, crack the 2 eggs in. Don't even touch them. Don't even touch them, dude. I've learned this over a few years. You gotta be patient if you're cooking. Don't touch anything. Don't mess with it. Don't be finicky because it'll screw it all up, dude. And it cooks off, flip, perfect. Runny egg. Oh, dude. And I had a poppy seed bagel, sausage, cheese, 2 over easy eggs. That just went in last night when I got home watching Echo, dude. So funny, dude. And JB right there. This freaking XO. JB says, though, he says, there it is. Let it cook off the pan, dude. Josh B says, oil eggs are better for some reason. And, I noticed that. This is brutal. Sorry, guys. There he goes. I noticed that sometimes in just, cause I do get into food TikTok holes, bro. Facebook reels holes on food. And I've noticed that some people use oil, which is interesting. Brian Barnaby says, sounds like a porno, dude. Brian's got to be on the beach, the Long Island iced teas. Searching for it, Brian. He gets the Earl. By the way, the Taquito King says, I was on Instagram but came here so you could see my comments. Just wanted to say I love this setup, and I'm glad I finally got to catch one of these lives. Keep it up, man. Oh, the Taquito King with the Mountain Dew logo coming in from YouTube here. I appreciate it, bud. And I'm so sorry that it's just tough because the streaming service we use to stream, we stream on Instagram, but I have to go over, the comments that come up here don't come up right away. I have to go over to my actual Instagram tab. So it's tough, especially when I'm doing a friend stuff like that. But I see you on Instagram too, commenting. Appreciate you, Taquito King. It's actually funny. Taquitos, Renee just said this weekend she had taquitos, like the frozen ones from Costco. So good, by the way. I love taquitos, but those frozen ones, in the big box from Costco, I will say, I think in high school overdid it with having them because they started making me feel nauseous. And then it was like, I can't have these for a while. And then I moved over to the little mini tacos, the yellow tacos you get that come in the clear plastic bag from Costco. Overdid it with those, dude. Can't have them anymore. What are you doing, dude? But appreciate you tuning in, Taquito King. Love taquitos. Obviously, feel free to call in. We'll be live after this too for Binge Buddies. Absolutely love it, dude. Jay, I believe this is Joshua. At an appointment, so I can't hear anything, but I'm here. LOL. Appreciate you supporting. Brian Barnaby says, let's go, dude. Josh B says, I can hear him, dude. Michael Bookta says, Lakers snap a 2-game losing streak by beating the Weird Thunder. Eagles suck, dude. Michael Bookta, yeah, we broke down the game. The Eagles do suck. Secondary, like I was saying, I think really the locker room was so crazy apparent on the field. I just kept thinking about it all game because no one wanted to tackle. I've never seen a team, let alone a team like the Eagles, miss so many tackles. It really is crazy. Or blow that many defensive assignments on the secondary. It was really crazy. I think they were sending a message, dude. You think Sirianni maybe? There's no way that they Eagles probably stay put, honestly, at that point because it's such a great season. One-off game. Baker did well. Taquito King says, always here to support. By the way, I heard you mention Echo, and I'm about to start it tonight. Non-spoiler review so far. Non-spoiler review. Acting was good. Action was good. But I don't know, dude. It had the show. And again, when I watch things, I sit there and I watch it and I make sure to give it all my attention. But this show, it was hard for this show to keep my attention. And that's really my non-spoiler review so far. Michael Bookta, Jason Tatum going bald? ? I don't know. I didn't see him. Possibly happens. Can't blame him. Genetics, tough. Taquito King, by the way, though, If you want to stop by into Binge Buddies at noon 15, obviously feel free to. So I don't know. I mean, I guess obviously it'll be spoiling it there. But obviously come hang out. Josh B saying great season ? They were 10-1 and went 1-5 in the last 6, losing to bad teams. Well, yeah, but nonetheless, I mean, again, locker room issues are tough, but I don't think it warrants Sirianni being fired, though. I think they stay put with him. That's all I was saying. I mean, AJ, Brown's probably got to go, or you're not going to get rid of Hurts. Again, you got to get to the bottom of what that beef was and squash it. And again, I mean, obviously, we don't know what's going on in the locker room. That locker room issue could have been there all season, and then it kind of caught up to them, and then the losing made it even worse and apparent. So, but again, I think Sirianni stays. I don't think you can get rid of him. But again, Josh, if you think differently, let me know. I understand. I've been saying it too all this week, last week, about how there's so many good coaches available right now that it's worth taking a shot. But again, the Eagles, I don't think they're gonna get rid of Sirianni, dude. I mean, you look at his body of work with the Eagles; it's been good. So, Michael's saying he can easily see Tatum becoming a deer hunter after he quits the NBA. I don't even know what to say to that, honestly, Michael. I mean, I guess it's not bad. I mean, it's bad that he's quit the NBA, but I mean, deer hunting's kind of cool. Never been deer hunting. Always wanted to go deer hunting, because I do love venison. I've had venison jerky before, and it is succulent, dude. And I've always wanted to try bow hunting. You're just up in a tree with a fucking like the fucking Predator, dude. Like the original Predator. Apollo Creed and Arnold Schwarzenegger just freaking Josh B saying, I'm not saying he should be fired. I do think it's possible, though. I guess it is, but I don't know, man. I mean, it's tough. I've always made fun of Sirianni for looking like an alcoholic, but I mean, the guy obviously is a good coach. It's just the way he looks. He does seem a little standoffish, that's for sure. And maybe he is at the head of the locker room issues. But we'll see. I mean, obviously time will tell. They just lost. There's gonna be some assessment time. And obviously they like, that was the worst game I've seen them play probably in the past 2 seasons, easily. Josh B laughing at the bow hunting, I want to say. All right, let's keep it moving here, keep it rolling. I want to get to a little bit of baseball talk. It's really one thing, so we're gonna go quickly now to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it, Tony Skip! And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drill deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
Josh says yes. The bow hunting. That's so funny, dude. JB, just real quick here. The Mets do have a couple signings, dude. International signings. They sign Vladimir Guerrero Sr.'s son, Vladdy Miguel Guerrero, half brother of Vlad Guerrero Jr. So very interesting here. 17-year-old left-handed outfielder, was just signed, which is pretty cool. As the international signing period opened, the Mets signed him at 17 years old. They also signed number 6 overall prospect catcher Giovanni Rodriguez, number 31 prospect shortstop Yancy Rivas, and 41 prospect outfielder Edward Lantigua, which is pretty sick that the Mets made some international moves here. Obviously, it's big. The Guerrero name holds weight in the MLB. It would be interesting to see this kid kind of develop into a good outfielder. Especially he's a lefty. He's an outfielder. He can be a homegrown guy. He's a Met. That's awesome. We need an outfielder. A few years when the Mets can be competitive in the World Series, he'll be there probably. Hopefully. Because, it's not going to be Harrison Bader for the next few years that much, dude. Come on. Give me a fucking break. Brian Barnaby, the comments from Instagram Live here. Joshua Dankner, I see you too in the Instagram Live. But I guess pretty good signing there. Mets gonna be good this year, Tony? Question mark, question mark. I think I've had the worst feeling about this team for this upcoming season for the first time in like a pretty good long time, honestly. I can really like kind of nervous that it's gonna be terrible. Oh God, Carlos Mendoza, dude. I mean, not a lot of juice. The rotation, Severino, Hauser, Diaz coming back, but it's like I'm nervous about that. Like he was out the whole season, dude. He had a career year with us before that. He was best reliever, best closer in all of baseball. And I could just see him coming back and sucking. Bullpen trash. Alonso does it's the same story as last season, you know? We're scoring all these runs. We're giving up so many. Pitching sucks. Senga does well. It's possible. I mean, again, like it's possible Sevy could have a bounce back year. It's possible Hauser could be great in the rotation. It's possible that Bader can remain healthy and play good deep. But again, I mean, I would keep thinking about Bader in the outfield, center field for the Yankees, and there's balls are just hitting the ground. Michael, yes, I am a Mets fan, dude. I've been a Mets fan my entire life. First sports team I ever followed were the Mets, actually. So I'm a little nervous, dude. And the management, dude. Mendoza, what are we doing? International signings, cool. Stearns, what have you done for me? I don't know. Nothing. Snell, Montgomery, still out there on the table. Why? Like, what's going on, dude? Michael saying Clayton Kershaw's career ERA is a 2.46, 2.48. He then corrects. That is ridiculously great. It is crazy good for him. Tough about the postseason woes. Dodgers always that competitive team that fumble it, in the postseason. But he's gonna be, he's gonna retire a Dodger, and then that's gonna be that for him. He's gonna be a Hall of Fame pitcher no matter what. So good for him, dude. Easily, Michael. No, I totally agree. But yeah, so basically that's really some of your crib notes here. Let's just obviously on the way out. Dodgers do have Ohtani. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be really interesting. And he's not gonna pitch all season. He's gonna be a DH. So it should be interesting to see kind of what goes down for Ohtani. He's another guy. I mean, I'm kind of a little nervous for him. Because I mean, what if his body can't hold up? Yeah, he's going for Tommy John. He's getting it again, I believe, second time. But I mean, you saw what he was like for the Angels last season. He was ridiculously lights out on both sides of the ball. Injured. Too much for his body to handle. Doesn't seem like a sustainable pace for him. So is he ever going to be that good? Maybe not, dude. I almost forgot Stroman was a Yankee. I just saw it on his fucking on Twitter. Let's see what we got here for maybe some Rangers talk. Oh my God, dude. Here we go. Real quick. Oh wow, Pitlick in the lineup tonight. Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention that yesterday too. Jacob Trouba got another newborn baby. I don't know if it's first. Maybe second. Baby boy, what's up, dude? Congrats to Jacob Trouba. Tyler Pitlick. That's not good. Fourth line guy. Wow, Michael's saying if they don't win it all, I'm gonna be shocked for the Dodgers. Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. I mean, they always blow it in the postseason. They had the injury bug in the starting rotation. Dustin May injured. Walker Buehler injured. Freddie Freeman was nowhere to be found, it seemed like, right? In the postseason, their offense wasn't really showing up. So it should be interesting to see. Again, it's always they're probably gonna have 100 wins this regular season, and then we'll see what they do in the postseason. See how they're healthy. It's gonna be a long year. It's tough to be like, I'd be shocked if they don't win it all. Mets have good hitters, but they need pitchers, Tony. They do. And they need to probably sign a good DH. I think Corey, when we were at the Horseshoe, they mentioned Jorge Soler. But again, older gentlemen. What are the Mets doing? Are they going to try to be competitive this year? Because they, again, you hear reports of like, oh, a couple years, rebuilding, whatever, have to reset. Fucking bullshit, dude. I honestly, it pains me to talk about. Josh was saying that was the other make or break move. Stroman. You like that, Josh B. Not a make or break move. Oh gosh. Which I guess is not. I mean, again, Stroman, the first half last season, second half, blow it though. So it's so funny how, like, when we were talking about it at first, Brian was like, oh my God, the second half of the season. And of course he throws the maybe the Mets will pick him up. And then all of a sudden the Yankees pick him up. He's like, oh, well, the first half, he'll be good. Contact pitcher is great for Yankee Stadium. I'm like, all right, Brian. All right, dude. Spin it any way you like it. Stroman's going to fucking suck next season. Michael saying, I mean, the Mets kind of blew it by giving Scherzer Verlander away. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, Verlander, yes, maybe, but Scherzer's going to be on the outs, dude. There's no way. I understand the Rangers, ha. But still, the injury bug, he was limping his way into starts with the Rangers in the postseason. Limping, literally. And then he also says, how do you think the A's are going to do this year? I don't know. Probably not that good. They're relocating, right? They're going to be trash, Michael. They're always trash, dude. One of the worst teams in baseball. So that's that. That's really all I got for baseball. That's really all I got, I think, for sports in general. Mets gonna get a pitcher like Kershaw? Probably not. I mean, like I said, Kershaw, he's always that free agent, signs a couple-year deal, whatever. I think he is still a free agent. But it's gonna be Dodgers or retire for him probably. And I really can't see him pitching anywhere else. I don't think he wants to. He doesn't want to move. He's a nice hometown guy. He's from Texas, right? Maybe he'll go to the Rangers, but I doubt it still. Oakland A's will stink shit up. That's for sure. I think that'll pretty much do it here. From Tony from the Sports Port. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank, the fans here for interacting too. Love the fan interaction as always. Comment, whatever you think, any take, I'll try to talk about it. If I can't have the knowledge, call in if you want. We're going to be on, stick around too. We're going to be on Binge Buddies at noon 15. We have the Emmys, I believe, were last night. And then we're going to be I'll be reviewing Echo in full. I watched all 5 episodes, Josh, last night. I stayed up late, almost dozed off, probably dozed off a little bit, missed a little bit of the episode 5. But again, tune into Binge Buddies. A couple of trailers we're watching too. Adam Sandler's Netflix movie trailer just dropped, I believe, this morning. Like I said, Emmys we'll be talking about. The Bear won a lot, so let's fucking go the Bear. But I want all you guys to enjoy your days. If you're new here, down on TV, subscribe to our YouTube with that notifications button so you don't miss a freaking thing of us posting. Enjoy the games. Let's fucking go Rangers. Let's go Binge Buddies, noon 15. And the Sports Port will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.